Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with GEC NASCAR. We're going to be out at Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight. Amazing, beautiful track as always. It's jam-packed with drivers. We're going to have 39 drivers out on the track for you guys tonight. Going to be an amazing race. I cannot wait. Everybody's extremely talented all the way from the top to the bottom, so it's going to be exciting to see who comes out on top. It looks like top time right now is going to be Nick Sipple, but we'll get to that in a moment. It looks like trackside we're dealing with this about the same type of weather as we normally do. 72 degrees, zero moisture, partly cloudy, 1 mile an hour. But it does look like it is going to be nighttime out here, so we are racing under the lights. Even more exciting, even more exciting. So, lot in store for tonight, guys. Here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at our standings. As I was saying before, it looks like Nick Sipple up there with the top time, 28.84, with Logan Wilson following up. He's been holding the solid practice time for a while now, 28.88. Bryce Fontaine, close third place, 28.98. And then Colin Bolton right behind him in a 29, looks like 29.42. So, going to be super exciting. Sorry, Bolton had a 28.99. I apologize. That was his last lap, was a 29.42, which is a little bit off of his top lap. That's okay. As we go into the top 5 is going to be Kiernan to end out the top 5. Justin Harris, Simmons, Bruce, Barrow, and then Boone to round out our top 10. As these guys get around the track, let's see if we can bring up a driver for tonight's race. All right, we have the number 75 and Nick Sipple up in the booth. Nick, how are we doing tonight? You got a copy? Good, man, good. So we're out here at Charlotte. This is race 6. A lot of good drivers out on the track. We got 39 drivers out on the track tonight. It's going to be an amazing race. Going out there and taking the top spot away from Logan Wilson. He's been holding it for a little while. Just as soon as you come out there, it's got to feel good to know at least you're going to be able to stay towards the front tonight. Well, and it does look like Logan Wilson and Bryce Fontaine are going to be contenders tonight, the 76 and the 18. Logan Wilson, you're used to being out there with you, Bryce Fontaine as well. What are your thoughts going into this race, and what kind of competition do you think they're going to provide? Well, you've been doing an amazing job at this point. I'm telling you, just putting on a great show every single race. We look forward to seeing what you got out there, man. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck. All right, I think we got enough time for maybe possibly one more driver. Well, there's the guys that are about to finish out this practice in 1 minute and 20 seconds. I think we can get somebody in that amount of time. Let's go ahead. Somebody we ain't heard from in a while. The 00. You got a copy? Walt, how we doing tonight? Charlotte, race 6. Awesome race tonight. 39 drivers. What's on your mind? Well, as always, truck is looking amazing, as are most of the trucks and cars you put together for us here at GEC. Thank you so much for your Laughing Llama wraps, and we expect to see a decent run out of you tonight, hopefully. Awesome, Walter. Thank you for stopping by, buddy, and we look forward to seeing you in the winner's circle. Yes, sir. We'll see you out there. All right, that's going to be the 00. Hopefully we got... nope, we do not have enough time for one more interview. That's okay. We are going to go ahead and go to our qualification section of the race and see who's going to take the pole position out here at Charlotte and be able to maintain the front of the lead. In the beginning, anyway. All right. As always, thank you all for showing up. Always going to be an exciting time here at GEC, but man, this is going to be a great race. I'm super excited to be here. Charlotte, always one of my favorite tracks. The front straight right there, you really got to be careful cutting in that curve, because coming up against that wall, coming out of 3 and 4, it comes up very, very fast. And when you start to lose tires, it comes up even faster. So I'm hoping these guys are able to maintain out there. But looks like we're about to get started here. Let's see if their qualify laps are going to reflect any of their practice laps. Oh, a little bit of blinkage right there. Chad Ashley slow to get on the track. Normally one of our faster drivers, so I expect him to be putting up a decent score. Bryce Fontaine coming out from the truck series, putting down one of the first laps. Top contender right now. Stolen away by Justin Harris, but that's alright. They're going to get another go around on this one. Bolton now takes that top spot away from Fontaine and Harris. Oh. Hear those tires just eating off coming around. This is one of the worst tracks on tires ever. You get about 12, 15 laps in, you start to really fear those tires burning off. Wilson coming around. He's getting that late start on it. They got to have their qualification times in by 5 minutes from the start, so Wilson able to take one of the top times right now. Nick Sipple is going to be laid out for the pole position. Bryce Fontaine in second place. Chad Ashley, Darren Bruce in that fourth spot. Eller in fifth. Let's see where Wilson comes out here. And Wilson comes out right behind Eller in sixth. McCabe is coming around, but it looks like he's going to be in that seventh position. Jones and Josh McCabe, 35 McCabe, and then Josh McCabe to the 36. Kyle Simmons, Kano of the 45, Craig Whitehead, Mike Babinchak, Bolton, Caswell leads out our top 15 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Still got a couple guys out on the track right now. S. Millard in that 54 truck of high voltage. See if he's going to give it another run to try to make it up in the top spot. All right, and that looks like that is going to be his run. He's going to sit in that 39th position, but our lane is going to jump up to that 15th position with the late qualify lap. Good for him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to grid up here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Outlaw Performance 150 THDesigns Truck Series. This is going to be so much fun. Again, thank you all for being here. Charlotte's always an exciting race. We're going to go ahead and kick off our national anthem, but we will see you guys right back on the track.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are back out on the track. Let's go ahead and get down there with our drivers. In store for a lot of high-packed action in Charlotte, man. This is going to be super great. These guys are amazing drivers. Let's hopefully we can get a lot of green flag racing out of this and show you guys what it's all about. 75 on the inside, 12 on the outside. Nick Sipple able to maintain that pole position above Bryce Fontaine. Chad Ashley is going to be right behind him with Darren Bruce in the 39 and 4th. A lot of drivers out here tonight. Everybody's looking to get their ticket for the playoffs. Race 6, only 4 races to go. Here we go, coming across the front. Green flag is out. Great start by our drivers. 75 able to maintain that front position a little bit. 53 on the inside of Bryce Fontaine in that number 12. Oh, 53 up a little bit on the track. Able to maintain Bryce Fontaine on that inside next to that wall. Cutting in hard. Set right behind that 75. He's not letting him go anywhere. 39 is going to be right there as well. And it does look like that's going to be our first yellow flag of the evening. Let's go back and take a look. Looks like the number 3. Let's go check that out. Somebody jumped to the pits already, huh? That's going to be Todd McDuffie getting into the 73 right there. I don't know who had to jump to pits. That's no good. S. Hayes. Let's go look and see who jumped to pits. Yeah, it does look like S. Hayes had to jump to pits. I'm not sure what happened on that. We'll have to get something from the officials to see what's going on that one. But we're going to go ahead and re-rack them. 75 right there still out front. 12 right behind him. 53 of Chad Ashley, Darren Bruce, and Logan Wilson is going to be your top 5 right now. Not a whole lot of movement on the track due to that early caution. But let's hope these guys can get that out of their systems and get back to green flag racing. Saying a bunch of people crashed. Oh, we have huge contact under the caution. These guys have got to calm down. That, oh man, we had somebody else, S. Millard, jump to the pit as well. So it looks like Millard is going to be out. Man, see, no way to start it off. These guys know better than simple stuff like that. Especially under the pits. And John Hughes as well jumps to the pit. So right now we have Hughes, Millard, and Hayes in the pit. It is going to be hard to get that back. Here we go. Lights are going to be off that pace car. Coming around 3 and 4 for the last time to go green flag. Outlaw Performance 150 at Charlotte has a lot more to give, ladies and gentlemen, and we're about to see it right here. Here we go. Green flag's about to drop. These guys are going back to the Geico restart zone. 75 is going to drag it out with the 12. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag. Let's hope these guys can all hold it together. Let's see what kind of racing we got back here. 48 on the inside of the 36, trying to push hard. Kano in that 45. 48 dropping low on the 45 and that 69, trying to see if he can take that position. He's going to be on the inside of that 69. A lot of really great drivers out here. I thought I heard one right there, but it looks like we're still green flag up there with number 35 in the 5th place of McCabe. Looks like he's going to be looking to take that position away from Darian Bruce in the 39, dropping down low. See if he can take this exit. He's going to be right up behind Brad Wilson. If Hayne has creeped back to the back, something happened. I no longer see Fontaine. A little bit of contact between the 35 and the 39 there. 69 avoiding that contact. Sorry about that. Looks like we are back in action. Still out here with the 48 down low on that 69. 69 is going to be looking to try to get that position back. Doesn't look like that is going to happen right now. 48 is going to slide up in front of him, looking to take that position from the 35 and get up behind our second place of Nick Sipple. So obviously we don't have too many broadcasters up here tonight, but that is okay. We will still do who is your pick. And you know, oh man, we have a caution. Looks like Kieran, it's something to do with Kieran. Yeah, right there. The 55 gets into the 6 a little. Oh, whoa. Let's take that back for a second and take a look at full speed. See what happened. Well, why is 9 all the way down low like that? Oh, man. Oh, looks like the 55 got loose. I don't know if the 9 took it personal, but then the 9 comes straight back up the track. That does not look good from the broadcast angle. I am sure they are going to go take a look at that. Or is that the 6? Yeah, that's the 6, not the 9. I'm sorry. And that is going to be of Kiernan. I am sure that's going to go under director review as these drivers get back out on the track. I don't blame the 55 for what had happened right there, honestly, to tell you the truth. That's going to be It's going to be a crazy call by the directors because that is... Yeah, I don't know. It did look like he got up into him a little bit. But it looked like he was loose and it snapped coming out. But I don't know, maybe that's not the way he's seen it from his truck. That is going to be caution number 2, 13 laps out of 100 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So these guys still got a lot of racing to go. Let's go ahead and see if we can bring somebody up that knows what's going on out there. Let's see. Looks like they're going back double file. There's so many drivers to pick from. That's alright. I'll get us a driver next caution. I promise. But we're about to go back green flag. Lights are off. That pace car coming around 1 and 2 right now. These guys are going to go ahead and re-rack them. But I'm sure that last caution is definitely going to go into some kind of review. If not, definitely going to be some kind of secondary. Looks like we still have a couple people in the pit. Something just happened back there with Natasha and them. Looks like the lights are back on the pace car. Not 100% sure what is going on at the moment. Looks like they decided to extend. Looked like Natasha had a little bit of damage on the front. Somebody else stopped in that backstretch back there. It's alright. Because we're coming back around. We're going to go green flag here at Charlotte. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to watch these guys finish out this race. This is always an iconic track. Super fun to be here. Here we go. Pace car off the track. They're going back to the Geico restart zone. 75 and 35 are going to drag it out here on the front stretch. .75 able to get a little bit of distance in front of the 35. 35 jumps into third place as Craighead takes that second spot away. He's going to be in that 48 truck. They are coming back around going into turns 1 and 2. Sound like somebody got a little loose back there, but that's alright. We're still green flag. 18 laps in. 35 is going to be pushing that 48 at Craighead, seeing if he can get by. Nick able to maintain a little bit of a distance, and we're going to go ahead back under yellow flag here at Charlotte. Let's see if we can figure out what happened there. Looks like the 76 just barely got up underneath the 32. Push that 32 up into the wall. Oh, causing a pileup between another few drivers back there. Oh, my lord. 43 goes up into the air on that. That was not a good crash right there at all. Let's go ahead and see if we can get back with the 43. Ryan Jones. Just wrong place, wrong time on that. Oh, that is terrible. Wow. That is going to be one of the worst crashes you could see. Man, I hope he's going to be all right. As we go back live onto the track, see how everything shook out. Looks like we got a bunch of drivers going down into the pit. Almost a quarter of the way with the race already finished. We have the third caution of the night, and that looked like to be the bad one right there. That's going to involve quite a few drivers on the track, so that should shake things up a little bit. Not what you wanted to see for a lot of those drivers, not at all, especially this early in the race. Just looked like he got just barely up underneath him, and it just sent him up high. Like I said, let's get somebody up here that can tell us what's going on out on the track. Let's see, is Eller out there? Screw it, we're just gonna pull. So we got a link with the 48 that Craig had up in the booth. Craighead, you got a copy? How are you doing, buddy? How's it going out there? Well, as we see on the track, there has been a couple incidents, but not unexpected here at Charlotte. Man, a lot of competition out there still. Yeah, we've seen a bad accident just now, but good luck out there, man. We look forward to seeing you out there. Yes, sir. All right, we're about to go back to green flag racing. Looks like Nick Sipple is now going to be back in the lead with Logan Wilson on his outside. Back into the Geico restart zone, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Green flag is out. Green flag. We have a few drivers that are a couple laps down, it looks like, coming out of the pits right now. 35 down low with the 33 and the 17, trying to push a little bit of momentum on that inside line right there. It looks like 76, Logan Wilson coming up onto the track, and unexpected. These guys are able to maintain 35 in front of that 55, 39 down low with that 3. And it does sound like another yellow flag. And that is looking like it's going to involve Kiernan. Now that is definitely not going to be Kiernan's fault on that one at all. Man, that's hard to judge. What happened up there? Looks like one of those cars got kicked out, maybe by... Oh, man. Again, these guys have got to calm down. If it's causing that kind of problem, slow down a little bit. Gather your bearings. You'll be able to get up to speed. Save those tires. I mean, that's the only way I could really describe it. But they're just pushing way too hard, way too early. And that's also going to be one of the bigger problems, is if you continue to push this hard this early, you're going to run out of fast repairs. You're going to run out of time in the race to be able to get back up front. But Kiernan involved in another second accident. That is really unfortunate. Did not look like that was actually his fault on that one. Still a lot of racing to go. We're only a quarter of the way through. We have 4 cautions under our belt already. Let's hope these guys can just shake the cobwebs off and get out there and run a clean race. And it looks like nobody can hear the guys that I've been bringing up to chat with. That sucks. I do apologize. Thank you so much, Galman, for letting me know that. Alright, we are going back around maybe one more time. Lights are going to go off that pace car. I know these guys got it in them. They're very talented. All of these guys are really good at what they do. You just got to keep their head on their shoulders and not let it get to them. A lot of aggression out there real early. That's leaving openings for other drivers to just take it away. These guys are looking to get their tickets for the playoffs and run away with as many points as possible, and that's just giving everybody up here the opportunity to stay up here with it without being impeded at all. Cold tires. Appreciate you, Lynch. Appreciate the shout out to the booth. Yeah, these guys, a lot of these guys are going to be on cold tires, so we're sort of expecting something, you know, as a slow down. I don't want to say it's going to slow them down, but it's hopefully they realize, hey, I got fresh tires on, man. I got to warm these things up, because on this track you'll slide right out with them. Not what we want to see. Lane up front, first spots, the number 7 for the first time tonight. Craighead, he's going to be right on the outside. Kano right behind him with McCabe in 4th. Josh McCabe in 4th, and then 35 of McCabe in 5th. Pace car is going to be off the track. These guys are going to race it back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is about to drop. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is out. If I was them, my goal would just be to stay away from other drivers completely. I'm either going to pass you or stay behind you. I'm going to know the difference before I get there. 48's creeping up on that number 7. Looking down on the inside right there. Our lane, Craighead. And they're not going to be able to pass due to another caution going out right there. All right, let's go take a look. It looks like Steve, the number 23, gets tapped by the 75. Let's go ahead and take another look. Let's back that up a little bit. Oh, the 23 looked like he got loose. I don't think that was the 75's fault. I don't know if he'd have been able to do anything about that, honestly. That is going to put Steve in the pit right there. Looks like Steve was able to make it back to the pits on his own, so that's good. Maybe he get that damage fixed. I'm going to go ahead and bring Craighead back up for his... So, Craighead, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back up, man. You weren't actually live on the mic. I do apologize, but yeah, how's it going out there for you?
It's going great. Still pretty good. I mean, since the last time we talked, it's even better. We're in the catbird seat. Based off that last restart, I think we have more pace than the 7. I just got to be careful with Kano behind me. I know he's fast, but if I can get control out here in this field, I think we could take this stage.
Well, and again, you know, as long as we can stay green, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get that position. We seen you approaching on the inside right there, that number 7, so it looked like you were a little bit faster than him already. So we look forward to seeing you up front here in a minute.
All right.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for being out here. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And that was Craighead of the 48 in that second position. It makes me want to bring back up Walter. We'll bring up Walter. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Well, hey, Walt, man, my interview, sorry, you weren't live on the mic, man. So how's it going right now?
So far so good. Just trying to avoid the mayhem out here and get some good quick laps in.
Well, as we've always seen, man, you always have done an amazing job in the truck series, and we look forward to obviously seeing what you have for the rest of the season. Last season, you did very, very well in points, got yourself into playoffs. Very good job, so we look forward to it this year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, seeing what we can do here back on the tracks I like coming in the next few weeks. So we'll see what we can do. Try to get this 0-0 up front.
Yes, sir. We look forward to seeing it, man. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck out there, Walt.
All right, have a good one, and thank you guys for putting this on.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll go ahead and get a couple more interviews out here after the green flag if we have any more problems. Looks like I believe that is going to be the stage. I'm not sure. But lights are off the pace car. We have 2 new leaders, Craighead and Lane, off that last restart. Looks like the 48 was a little bit faster than 7. 45 is going to be right up behind that 7, and 36 is going to be behind the 48. 36 is going to be Josh McCabe. Brother McCabe, 36 is going to be right behind him. So I'm interested to see what that outside line is going to be able to do here. Here we go. Pace car's off the track. These guys are coming back around, hopefully, for the last time tonight. Green flag is in the air. And here we go. Green flag is out. Seven able to get a decent lead right there. 48 is going to be left out behind. He's going to be fighting for position with that 39. This is going to be on its inside. Darren Bruce looking to get that position back. That was his original position before all of it started. 7 looks like he's going to have a problem. Oh, and the 48 touches that wall a little bit. 45 coming down through. 48 is going to want to stay off of that wall. He's going to be on the outside of that 39. 45 now taking the lead from that 7 of our lane. Kano is now going to be our leader. Kano creating a little bit of a distance for himself right there. So we're going to go ahead and jump back a little bit. Looks like Joseph Barrow in that 6th spot with Whitehead trying to chase him down. Josh McCabe right there. Or sorry, John McCabe right there behind him. .77 trying to battle it out with the number 4 of Joseph Barrow for that 6th spot. Barrow looking to take his truck up into the top 5 here in a minute. 36 and McCabe is going to be on the outside of the 77. Here we go. We may have another lane change here. Somebody just blew their engine. That is going to bring out another caution here. Let's see what happened. Oh my. The 54 and the 55. Looks like they were all involved in that. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened to the 55. Oh, the 54 right up into the 55. 55 gets clobbered from behind. That's going to be Mike Babinchak with a high voltage, guys. 2 teammates get into each other and cause a big wreck right there. I'm going to go ahead and go back live. Wow. Not what you want to see for teammates. Looks like that put S. Millard into the pits. Jumped into the pits. He had to be towed in, unfortunately, out of that incident. As did, I'm sure, a few drivers had to go in for a little bit of damage. I'm sure the 54 and the 55 taking the brunt of it.
Hey, Mr. Griffin, I'm hearing some feedback that you need to refresh your trade and paints.
What?
Some people's paints aren't showing up right, I think.
I will go ahead and take a look at that.
You might just have to like do the Control R to refresh them.
I can go ahead and just relaunch it. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, there it goes. I don't know. I sat there and watched it go to 100 while we were in the practice. It must have been some of the people that were... Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's okay, though. We'll get it. We got it. We got it. They're starting to populate right now. Must not have registered some of the new people that had joined the session. It just kept saying searching for vehicles again, but that's okay. Thank you. I appreciate you, Cochran, very much, sir. I apologize to anybody out there that had their skins messed up for temporary. But we have got that fixed. All right. Looks like we're going back double file. Lights are going to be off the pace car. We're going to go green flag again. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Charlotte for the Outlaw Performance 150. These guys are doing a great job of just keeping it together, just keeping their patience. Hopefully we're able to see a good green flag stint here. Got a couple of those IT and out drivers, 36 and 35 right there, the McCabe's. They're going to be looking into the top 5, both of them for the first time tonight. Barrow also up there looking into the top 5, up 14 spots. He's going to be our biggest mover right now, besides Hunter Bolts. Oh, it looks like we got a couple big movers. But we're going to restart it with Kano in that 45 and Lane in that 7 again. These guys are going to see who's got the better truck. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green, green, green. Almost halfway through here at Charlotte. Only got, what, 12 laps to go until we're halfway. I believe there is only one stage caution. A lot of great racing right here in the front. 36 and the 7 make a little bit of contact, able to maintain. 7 able to maintain that position. Lane looking to take that 3rd spot and keep it. 45 on the inside of the 48 right there. Seeing Lane looking on the inside and outside of that 45. He might have enough speed to do it. 39 is going to be pushing hard right up there. 35 on the inside of 32, going off the track a little bit. Here we go, 40 laps. Big group of cars, big group of trucks right there. 32, 35 blinks out a little bit. 32 going to be on the outside, 4 on the inside of the 75. These guys are going to be pushing hard, seeing who can get into that top 5. All right, and that is going to bring out another caution. I believe that is going to be the stage caution, though. That is not going to be an incident caution. So we do not need to go look at that one, thank goodness. But we are going to go ahead and re-rack them for the last time tonight. Not a bad Outlaw performance, 150 so far. Hopefully we can keep the real cautions is to a minimum, but again, a lot of competition out there. These guys are all looking to get their playoff tickets, so you never know. Let's go ahead and talk about the last race. Let's see. So it looks like last week's winner is going to be Johnny Parsons, taking home 50 points out there at Lime Rock Park. Amazing race. They had 30 drivers. Awesome road course. These guys went out there and killed it. Kyle Simmons is going to be in that 2nd spot for last week's race. And then Garrett Caswell. A lot of great racing out there, man. It was super exciting to be out there. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. Super awesome. These guys went out and did an amazing job. That was going to be at Lime Rock Park. We got a lot of our drivers coming down right now into pit lane. They're going to make this count because this might be the last time they get a chance to come down under caution. A lot of drivers are going to opt out of pitting here. They're going to see if they can get some of those laps back. Nope, it looks like they're just flat out good on pitting. 77 of Whitehead is going to go ahead and take the charge on this. with Josh Eller right there on his heels in that 69. Whitehead up 27 spots. That's amazing. Good job for Whitehead. Hopefully he can... Oh, it looks like... Nope, it looks like he's going to fall behind Eller. I thought he was going to be up in the lead, but that's all right. He does have the ability and skill to be able to get up in front of Eller, but Eller is a good driver all on himself. He can definitely be able to stay up front as long as he wants. We're going to see how these tires reflect on the new ones that got put on by our leaders. Looks like something happened to Nick back there. No, it just... He might have got a yellow flag, or a black flag. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's alright, we're going double file. 69 on the inside, 77 is going to be on that outside. We'll go through some of the shout-outs real quick. Looks like Brittany Weaver says, let's go, Weaver. Absolutely, let's go, Weaver. We got Mama out here. Go Caswell in that 17. Tanya Cook. We have Wesley Lynch. Oh, yeah, cold tires. Shout out to the booth. Thank you, Wesley. Then we got Andy. Let's go, Skidmark Motorsports. Let's go. Good luck, everybody out there. Thank you all for being here, and we're about to go back green flag. They're coming back to that Geico restart zone, hopefully for the last time tonight. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is out. Eller and Whitehead. Oh, looks like we got a truck trying to catch up back there. Might have been the 35. 69 is going to get a little bit of a distance. Nope. 77 closing that gap up. He's going to go be looking on the inside of the 69 of Eller. 77 looking like he's trying to take that front spot away. Eller just keeping that speed right there through that middle. And he's able to keep that #1 spot. Whitehead's going to settle in second place, but the 48 is going to be right up behind him. '76 of Logan Wilson made himself back up into the top 5. We're going to be back here with our lane in that 7, looking to get back up in there as well. It's going to be in the top 10 right now. '36, '32 battle it out for that 8th spot. '36 able to jump in front of the 32. 32 involved in that bad accident earlier. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we do have another yellow flag. And that is going to be a vehicle stopping on the track. That is going to be no bueno, and that could cause a penalty for that driver. That is going to be Lister, unfortunately. Stopping on the track when you still have force to go is a big no-no. But he is going to tow out to the pits, I believe, on that one. Looks like the directors have their hands full on this one. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. We got Night Raid, Go Canoe. All right, woo! We love the canoe. As I don't have anybody named Canoe, I will figure it out, but I imagine you mean Kano, I'm hoping. That's the only guy I got that comes even close. But that is going to be the number 45. He's been up front all day. As we go back double file, with half of this race already completed, 50 laps to go. We're going to start with Whitehead up front. Craighead right on the outside of him. Wait, no. That's going to be Eller on the outside of him in that 69. He's going to have to catch up a little bit. I thought Eller was up front. He must have chose that top high line. 77 is going to have to slow down, or else he's going to get that black flag if he continues to pass Eller like that. He's going to need to let Eller get up there. If Eller really did pick that top spot, I think he might have. Looks like these guys are going to go ahead and regroup. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is about to be out. Green, green, green. Coming down the backstretch, 76 of Wilson's able to keep that spot of 5th. 7 is looking on the inside of him right now, seeing if he can take that spot away, jump into the top 5. Wilson and Lane side by side. Looks like they're catching up to that 69 of Josh Eller right now. 7 having to check up a little bit, allowing that 76 to gain a little bit more momentum. 7 going to be left out there. He's still on the inside of the 70. 76 now on the inside of the 69. We had a truck up into the wall. Looks like he's able to maintain that. '69, 76 battling it out. 76 looking like he's going to be able to take that spot away. Logan Wilson is now in 4th place. He's going to be running down Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce been up front all day as well. Darren Bruce not giving up easy in that 39 truck. He wants to be able to stay out front, and that's what he's going to do. Let's go ahead and take a look up front. 77 able to stay out front in front of Craighead. He's now creating a little bit of a cushion, 0.25. Barrow now into the top 5 for the first time tonight in that 5th position, running down Logan Wilson in that 76. Barrow coming down from the truck series or the Cup series tonight. Sounds like we had a spin back there. Looks like Natasha had to jump to the pits. 44 up into the wall. Let's go ahead and take another look. I don't know if that's going to be Natasha's night or not. Not what you wanted to see for that 08 truck. She was doing an amazing job all night long. She did not deserve that. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be it for Natasha tonight. I think she already had used that fast repair, and that's going to be a lot of damage. As a bunch of our drivers in the front decide to come down into pit lane. There's a few drivers I'm sure that are going to elect to stay out and try to get that lap back. Hunter Bolt's now our leader, up 31 positions in that 37 truck. He's going to be in that Tachyon Motor Sim Sport team. That's going to put our buddy the 00 Walter Sahidek right up behind him. Craighead, Whitehead, and Darren Bruce to lead out our top 5 right now. This should be the last time around. The lights are off that pace truck. We're going to be going double file. The 37 and the 00 are going to lead us off. Looks like that 20 tried to get that lap back, but unfortunately it did not give it to him. First time the 37's been up front here at GEC. He's going to go ahead and start us off with Walter Sahidek, a veteran of GEC. Hunter Baltz up 30 positions. Walter Sahidek up 17 positions. Whitehead right behind him, also up 25 positions. This race has already been shooken up as much as it can be. Let's see what happens here in the next, 40 laps. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flags up in the air. Green, green, green. Double zero of Walter Sahidek able to maintain a little bit of a distance. 37's charging hard with the 48 right behind him. 48 goes on the outside of the 37. It's going to leave him out to dry. They're going to go ahead and take that outside line and see if they can pass it up. Double zero checking up a little bit right there. It's just going to cause a little slowdown on that outside. 77 of Whitehead able to jump right there in the middle of the 37. 37 up into the 48 a little bit, into the 76. That is probably going to cause an issue right there. Let's go ahead and take a look. It looks like everybody was able to maintain. I have no idea how they were able to stop that from happening, but we are still green flag. .37 into the wall right there, able to somehow maintain it. Oh, no. 13 up into the 37. Looks like the 13 got loose right there. Let's ride with the 37 and see what happened. Looks like the 37 gets into the wall right there a little bit. That's going to give the 13 a lot of speed. Looks like, yeah, the 13 just got loose right there. Looks like his back end swung out. 37 is going to be planted up against that wall. Nobody's going to make contact with him, thank God. Looks like he doesn't have a horrible amount of damage, so I imagine we'll see him back out onto the track. Looks like Darren Bruce finally made his way up to the front of the pack. He's going to be up 3 positions. Good for him. He's been fighting hard for it all night long. He deserves to see a little bit of that cold, fresh air out there. Let's hope he can utilize it and stay up there in front of Whitehead. Barrow also making his way. He's going to be in the 3rd place right now. Gallman with the BDRN. Barrow out there representing the Crimson Tide, but really underneath it's BDRN. Like I said, Barrow's coming down from the Cup Series, looking to get a win in the Truck Series and the Cup Series. He's looking to sweep the weekend. Double file, lights are off. These guys are getting nice and tight. We only got about 30 laps to go, about 32 after we cross the line right here. Pace car is about to be off the track. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag's about to come out. Green, green, green. As it looks like Darren Bruce is able to maintain his distance a little bit up there. He's able to create a small cushion. Let's see if the 77 can capitalize on that momentum, where he is going to go ahead and close that gap with that 39. '77 is going to be on the outside, seeing if he can take that spot away. Looks like the 77 might have a little bit of a faster truck at the moment. He's able to just get right in front. 77 is now our new leader, Harrison Whitehead. Number 4, racing in 3rd place, Nick Sipple is going to be right behind him, our previous leader earlier in the race. 30 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Outlaw Performance 150. These guys are putting on a hell of an effort. Looks like 39 is not trying to let him get away. Number 4 is creeping in as well. Let's see what we got going on back here. The number 69 of Josh Eller down on the inside with a 9 behind him. 7 of R. Lane trying to make his way back up front. I got a glimpse of Logan Wilson right there in front of him as well in that 8th position. 48 gets a little squirrely after a little contact with the 69. They're going to be racing side by side coming through the backstretch. 35 McCabe on the outside of that number 9, right behind the 48, having to check up a little bit, giving that inside line a little bit more of the speed that they were looking for. 69 able to jump up in front of the 48. Oh, 32 up into the wall. 32 is still losing a bunch of speed right there. Kyle Simmons pushing his way from the back, trying to catch up to that number 5 of Hughes. Looks like Whitehead and Darren are right on top of each other, but Barrow's still right there as well. 39 looking on the inside of the 77. And that is going to be a caution, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back and see if we can find out what happened. Looks like that's going to be involving Josh Eller up into the wall. 48 right behind him. Nothing he could do. 48 of Craighead, not good. He was looking to definitely sneak his way into the top 10 tonight. I'm not sure if that's going to be his night or not. Terrible turnout for Eller and the 48, right? Eller in the 69 and Craighead in the 48, unfortunately. We only have 25 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely going to shake things up a little bit. As these guys make their way back out from the pit, looks like Kano in that 45 is going to take the lead for our restart here with Whitehead right behind him and Darren Bruce in third place. Alright, we are back double file with the lights off the pace car. You know what that means. We're going to be going back green flag racing. 22 laps to go. If it hasn't already been exciting enough, it's about to get even more exciting here. 45 on the inside, 75 on the outside. Kano gonna go ahead and restart us tonight, hopefully for the last time. 75 and Nick Sipple, our previous leader and our time setter, plus our pole winner, is going to be right there in third place. Darren Bruce in fourth and Logan Wilson in fifth. Nope, that's going to be Barrow in fifth and Logan Wilson in sixth. Here we go. Lights are off. That pace car is going to be off the track. Back to the Geico restart zone. Kano and Whitehead. Here we go. Flag is out. .45 able to maintain that first spot for a minute, but 39's looking on the inside. They're going to go ahead and be side by side. 75 and Nick Sipple is going to be pushing that 39 a little bit. 77 to Whitehead doesn't want to go anywhere either. He's going to be right up behind that 45. 45 checking up a little bit. .75 falling back. 4 is going to go ahead and take that fourth spot. Something happened with our lane. Let's go ahead and take a look. Whoa. Let's go ahead and play that. It looks like a few things are happening. Our lane just getting wadded right there. That wasn't even his fault, unfortunately. He had to move up the track because of the 13. I think the 13 is honestly going to be the one to have to call that caution. Let's go ahead and go back a little bit and take a look. Yeah, it looks like that truck's getting him from under him even in the tri-oval. 35 got up underneath him and it was all she wrote. Looks like 18 laps to go. And we're going to go ahead and restart with Darren Bruce up front and Kano behind him. Nick Sipple's going to be in third. Barrow in fourth. Or maybe Barrow in fourth, Nick Sipple in third. Or fifth. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking like Nick Sipple is going to be in that fifth spot. Coming out of turn 4, that pace car is about to drop off the track. 39.45, about to drag it out. Here back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is waving in the air. '77 able to get right where he needs to be in second place, but unfortunately Darren Bruce, he's going to create a cushion 2.5 seconds behind. We've seen Whitehead already catch Darren on this occasion once already. Let's see if he can do it again. And as we say it, he comes into frame. Here we are with the 77 right behind him. Looking down low, looks like Barrow was involved in an incident. There it is. Too much aggression. Them guys, and see, we warned them about going that wide in that corner. 76.36 behind. Looks like he got loose in front of Barrow. The 45 did. Barrow comes off. Oh my. Involving the 32. I'm not sure if that's going to be Barrow's night. Nope, looks like Barrow had a fast repair still left. I'm not sure if he would have had to claim that or not. And as we warn these guys in the driver meeting to be more careful, a lot of these drivers are already out of this race for not heeding that warning. Obviously, you know, there's some of them that couldn't control what others were doing, but, you know, pushing too hard and putting yourself in a situation like that is never a good thing as far as it comes to, you know, something like Charlotte. Going 3 wide, coming out of, you know, turn 3, I'm not sure how much slowing down he would have been able to do. I'm not sure how preventable that situation was. But there have been a couple incidents tonight that were preventable. But again, here we are at Charlotte. Hard track, a lot of technical driving going on. These guys are doing extremely well of being patient and trying to stay out there and do a good job of racing. We're going to go ahead and restart with Darren Bruce and Nick Sipple. Whitehead on the outside with John McCabe. Let's see what these guys can produce. $12 laps to go here for the Outlaw Performance 150, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are going to give it all they got. 75, Nick Sipple looking down low on the 39. He's going to go ahead and see if he can take that pass. 39 has a fast line with a little bit of momentum. Let's see if he can maintain it. 77, who is he going to help? Looks like 77 might be going to that outside line as well. McCabe in that 35 able to catch up. Oh, 75, 77 almost make a little contact right there. 77 on the inside, racing down the backstretch, side by side, trying to catch up to that 39. 77 able to take that second spot away from Nick Sipple. Harrison Whitehead chasing down the 39 of Darren Bruce. We have another drag race right here with the 33 and the 69. 69 going to slow up a little bit. Looks like he's going to lose a couple positions to the 4 and the 33. He's able to maintain that. Joseph Barrow on the inside of the 45 loses the battle to the 69. He's going to be fighting to keep that 10th spot with that number 45. 69 got to check up a little bit, giving Barrow the opportunity to catch back up again. Barrow is going to be going on the outside of the 69. Not able to get in there quite yet. Here we go, 7 down on the bottom of the track. Not sure what's going on down there.
Charger.
36, 33, drag racing down the back. Oh, 77 up into the wall a little bit. Not what you want to see when you're trying to fight for the lead. 5 to go here at Charlotte. .76 on the inside of the 77. 77 must have lost a little bit of speed. But 76 found some speed. He's going to be chasing down that 39. Logan Wilson found speed out of nowhere. He's coming up fast on that 39. Oh, a little bit of contact to the wall in front of Joe Barrow right there with Josh McCabe. Looks like Logan Wilson's decided to try to diamond the corner. Looks like he is going to be catching him. Hopefully the 39 can maintain his line and stay out front. 2 to go. We cross for the white flag here. No more cautions after this. If he crosses this finish line, it is going to be the last lap. Just 4 more corners here at Charlotte. We're on our final lap, ladies and gentlemen. 39 battling it out with the 76. Coming around for the last time. 9 goes down low to try to avoid our leaders. Here we go. 39, 76, 76 on the inside of the 39. 39, no. He's losing that speed. Hopefully he can cross him over, but it looks like it may be Logan Wilson. And it is the 76 of Logan Wilson takes it home here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Epic conclusion to our Outlaw Performance 150 THDesigns Truck Series here at GEC. Thank you so much you all for being here. We're going to go ahead and get our drivers for our interview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. We have our drivers up in the booth. Logan Wilson out here for our Charlotte Motor Speedway win. This is an amazing win, obviously coming almost halfway through the season. Outlaw Performance 150 did a great job, man. What's going through your mind?
I'm surprised that I managed to get the end there. I took 2 tires. Amazed that I got me up to second and just had good timing with a singular lap car that gave me I got a good run through 1 and 2 and got around the 39.
Well, you put on a hell of a performance right there in the last part of that run. Honestly, I thought Darren was going to run home with it in the 39, but you chased him down on the last few laps with 5 to go. Was able to come out on top, man. It was an amazing finish. Great job.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
I would like to thank In and Out Esports Group for being a team sponsor. No, that would pretty much be it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Logan, for coming out and taking a win home. And that punches your ticket for the season, I believe, or for the playoffs, right?
Yep, but after a bit of a disappointment last week, nice to get a win the week right after.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you out here each and every week. Thank you so much, Logan, and great job. All right, as we move on to our second place driver, Darren Bruce, up in the booth on podium for the first time here at GEC Race 6 Charlotte Motor Speedway. What's going through your mind?
We're glad to be where we at. I wish we could have been one spot better.
Yeah, he just chased you down on those last 5 laps. What happened out there?
Yeah, we thought we'd managed our tires good and had it set to cruise on in. But we come up on a lap car and he acted like he was going to stay high. And right at the last minute, he cut across the bottom where I was. And I had to back completely out of to keep from running over him. And that just lost all my momentum. And give up the spot. Nothing taken away from Mr. Wilson, but that definitely killed a run there. But we're glad to be here in a P2 spot.
No, great job out there, man. We really thought you were going to take that one home. Unfortunately, to that last little piece of, mistake by the lap car,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it happens, man.
Well,
That's
and
racing,
again,
man.
well, and we do expect to see you up here several times racing like that, man. You put down a hell of a performance. Good job out there.
Thanks a lot. It's my first time in this league. I want to say these guys that run up front, they done a heck of a job running good and clean and solid, and I felt real comfortable with them.
Yeah, these guys are veterans, man. Really great guys to run with. Lynch, Whitehead, Barrow, all of them. So congratulations
Absolutely.
to all of them, and good job to you. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, I want to thank Reggie Evans and Stephen Langler for getting me into this, and teammates here, Mr. Lynch and Mr. Anthony and Mr. Barrow, and shout out to a teammate there, Mr. Lynch, getting a podium spot, and the Skid Marks Motorsports crew, man. Glad to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing what you got for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Last but not least, Cup driver Lynch coming down to the Truck Series to show these guys what it's all about. Lynch, what's going through your mind here at Charlotte?
I'm just excited to be able to get a podium, man. Started I had a pretty bad qualifying session. I think the setup is a little bit different than what I've been running here at Charlotte, on the fixed setup basis. But I think I qualified P18. Got caught up into a few things early with cold tires, and I didn't realize I had almost like 30 seconds of damage that was holding me back on front end, and ended up not being able to get good track position through some pit stops. But there towards the end, I was able to pit whenever others wasn't, on a few different cautions. So been able to get some track position towards the end of the race, and just see how much the tires could hold at the end of it, and see where I could get. I would have been happy with a P5, but here we go, P3. So makes it more exciting leading into Thursday night to see what the Cup guys is going to get out here and do for a few laps and put on a show for everybody.
Yeah, they're running 150 laps, and you got a hell of a race in front of you.
Yeah, I definitely put in some good practice for that. Looking forward to seeing how we maintain and strategize throughout that race. Got to be a little bit quicker around this track, and hopefully be able to manage our tires. And once the tires heat up, it's pretty much you are out here skiing when you get hot tires at Charlotte. So it's something to look forward to. I'm glad everybody, the fans, tuned in tonight. It was awesome to see this many turn out for the Truck Series. I think it was 37 drivers, 38 drivers.
39.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. For what this season's been able to bring for everybody. Give a shout out to the Skid Mark guys. To pretty good showing for the guys the first night in. Unfortunately, we had Reggie ended up getting caught up in one of the incidents and wasn't able to maintain. Same thing with Linger. Anthony got caught up in some mess too. Wasn't able to, bounce back. But it was a really good showing for Darren. It's pretty good P2 on his first night out. Looking forward to seeing what these guys have to offer. Shout out to my BDRM brothers for doing what they do each and every week. Who else? Lynch is Handyman Services and here in Lincoln, North Carolina. If you need anything, he's the man to go to, along with Walt. Walt puts out our paints every week, man. Got us looking really, really good over at Laughing Llama Wraps. You guys in the booth, Jamie, shout out to you, man. The sacrifices you take to, bring forth a good show to everybody, the fans, and everybody to go back and play something to see what they can learn. And shout out to you for that, and appreciate you guys, the THDesigns, for sponsoring this series. Looking forward to seeing what we can do on Thursday.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lynch. Thank you so much, everybody. We all appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time here at GEC.